Brainrot is a term that has only recently gotten popular online, but would you believe me if I were to tell you that it's actually been around forever? Okay, not that long, or that long, or that long. Okay, only like 15 years ago. That's right, although not officially being known as brainrot at the time, it still existed for a pretty long while within internet spaces. Only difference is that it just didn't have a name, and it was unloved. Oh my god, it was an orphan! Something that I've come to notice is that a lot of people in Gen Z love to bash the stuff that the younger generation enjoys watching. Myself included. I mean, the stuff that these kids are watching in their free time with their boogered-covered iPads is terrible. I bet picking up a pack of Camels and a lighter at 8 years old would do less damage than watching this for 8 hours a day.
My best friend Adam loves to play Roblox 99 Nights in a Forest. In this game, you have to survive in a
Roblox, poop in my pants.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But that being said, the stuff that we would watch wasn't that much better. I mean, come on, guys. We were watching a grown man play with Mario plushies and a puppet like twice a week, and we're saying this generation is doomed? It was kind of funny. Now, before we get too deep into it, I feel we have to find out what exactly it is. What is brain rot? Oh, you want me to tell you? According to Urban Dictionary, brain rot is a video, photo, or other type of information that can reduce the IQ. This is the basement for TikTok and YouTube Shorts. What the this definition is fucking horrible. Thanks for nothing, Urban Dictionary. Brain rot is often best described as easily digestible, super low effort, loud content with extremely bright colors. That's exactly what you do. What the? No, it's not. Yes, it is. Can you get to the point? All right, now that we have the basics of what exactly brain rot is, I think it's time that we finally take a look at our first piece of Gen Z brain rot.
Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple.
Annoying Orange. Now, I would never really spend too much time ever watching Annoying Orange because, I mean, it says it in the name. I found him obnoxious and annoying. I mean, come on, who really wants to sit down and watch this painfully annoying piece of fruit with a humanoid eyes and mouth act insufferable for a minute? Okay, apparently 265 million people, my bad. The creator of the Annoying Orange had posted skits similar to this with videos that have the exact same faces, like this video with a carton of eggs, or even a skit about a jug of Kool-Aid. However, it wasn't until a year later in the year 2009 where the very first Annoying Orange skit would be posted, and it was met with an extremely positive feedback. The short video featured the Annoying Orange interacting with Apple. Can you guess how he's acting? I feel so bad for Apple because he has to live with this stupid orange all day, every day. Thankfully, though, at the end of this skit, everybody lives happily ever after. Except Apple fucking dies. Hey, bro, free Apple. He's trying to live his life and he got smited for no reason. What the fuck? I wish I could say that this is just exclusive to Apple, but it's not, because it seems that this stupid orange prick has a curse or something, because anyone who comes in contact with this guy seems to suffer such a terrible misfortune. I bet by me just talking negatively about the Annoying Orange, I'm opening myself up to a random punch in the dick. Around 2011, the Annoying Orange had reached a new peak, and it was eventually given its own TV show on Cartoon Network by the name of The High Fructose Adventures of the Annoying Orange. The show had run for 2 seasons to, mixed reviews. As Gen Z would eventually grow up, Annoying Orange would slowly leave people's minds. Its main audience was no longer paying attention, but that didn't stop them. Oh no, because somehow, some way, after 15 years, the Annoying Orange YouTube channel is still going strong, gaining anywhere from 50 to 100,000 views per video. How has it remained this popular? Honestly, it's really impressive how long they've managed to go on for over a decade and still have people tap into it after all this time.
Hey, Pear, I have something to say. You are absolutely totally awesome. And one more thing, TNT!
What? Thank you, buddy!
I take it all back. This is the greatest thing ever created. More recently, though, the most unexpected posts came from the Annoying Orange's Instagram account. Now listen, I hadn't thought about this guy in years, so it was pretty shocking when the first thing that I see in forever is the annoying orange demanding release the files. This is a real post, by the way, I'm not making this up. And this is where the current escapades of the annoying orange seems to end. As Gen Z would slowly start maturing, they stopped watching the annoying orange. But where did they go exactly? A new wave of content had captured Gen Z by storm. This was known as MLG. Huh? What's that, I hear you ask? Well, let me show you. If I had to describe MLG videos, you know, apart from just saying they're cool as shit, I guess you could call them gaming videos with extremely loud sound effects, rainbow impact meme font, and dubstep all together in one video. You could also just call it visual crap. Imagine being 9 years old and going from this to this. Pretty awesome, right? Like, there is no way that watching this type of content was good for any of us to be watching at a young age. I mean, take a look at this video. I'm surprised that most of us didn't develop seizures while looking at these. Some additional characteristics that would make an MLG video so great include things like Call of Duty hit markers being spammed on screen, the glorious symphony of 25 air horns all going on at the same time, Doritos and Mountain Dew being present somewhere in the video, these 8-bit sunglasses would somehow show up out of nowhere, all the while a rainbow hue is going on in the background. In the year 2013, this was truly peak visual art. This is what stimulated and brought joy to the human mind. I bet content like this is exactly what our ancestors were hoping we'd consume in the future. This is a time where games like Call of Duty were truly at their peak. You would often find videos of trick shots being posted onto YouTube. Believe it or not, FaZe Clan was much different back then. Nowadays, FaZe is known for doing like IRL streams, which, I mean, that's cool. But back in the day, there was a time period where they were known strictly for gaming. You know, before... It wasn't just gaming videos though. Things like Peppa Pig and Thomas the Tank Engine got remixed into some pretty famous videos. I use that word very lightly. Adopted.
This is my little brother, John C.
It's a truly magnificent lost art form, isn't it? Dank remixes during this time were a thing. Oh, holy shit, I'm old. I can't believe I have to explain what dank remixes are. A dank remix can best be described as a song that gets edited and remixed to fit the MLG vibe. You know, now that I'm explaining it out loud, that sounds really cringe and stupid, but it's freaking awesome, guys, and cool, okay, man? You just wouldn't understand. The lost art of dank remixes, it's just simply too complex for your plebeian mind to comprehend. I'm a strong believer that in every generation, there are two food items that are popular. Right now, we have Dubai chocolate and matcha, or mango and mustard. But back then, my friends, we had Doritos and Mountain Dew. Listen, man, I don't know how or why they were paired together, but they just worked perfectly. This shitty internet meme even bled into the real world where Mountain Dew and Doritos were being sold with the new Call of Duty games that were being released at the time. Something I don't think I ever realized, you know, because I was 9 years old. You know, I start to realize how much free advertising Mountain Dew and Doritos had during this time. The suits were probably wiping their ass with $100 bills. I have a love for all of these things. They just hold a very special place in my heart. They bring me such joy and give me such a warm feeling of nostalgia. And as sad as it is, eventually we all had to move on from the MLG era. However, every single time that I'm walking through a store and I see nacho cheese Doritos and that radioactive green glow coming from Mountain Dew, I have a special tingle in my heart. Don't be sad because it's over. Smile because it happened. And then there was the deep fried era. Yeah, I didn't really know what else to call this era, so I just called it deep fried because of images like this. The line between humor and just unfunny garbage was very thin. Around this time, I remembered that the majority of things that would make me laugh typically came from Instagram accounts with like 20,000 followers, and they would do nothing but post shit like this. How did we as humans devolve from such beautifully advanced humor? Every time I would see an image and a video like this, I would have the biggest belly laugh of my life.
You wanted to go to heaven, but Jah said...
Like, what am I looking at? This is horrible. YouTube edits were still pretty popular during this time, except, you know, instead of editors using their talent on MLG slop, they would use it on Uganda Knuckles edits, which in my opinion is truly a beautiful way to channel your skills. Unfortunately, I am gonna cut this segment off short because I really do want to make a video about this in the future, more in detail. If that's something that you want to see, please comment and let me know. Throughout looking through all of these, I think the only conclusion that I've had is that there will always be brain rot. Hell, for people back in like the 1800s, I bet the radio was considered brain rot. And then for those people, when they grew up, TV was considered brain rot, like in the 70s. Brain rot is always going to exist. There's always going to be things that we just don't understand why younger generations enjoy as we get older, and that's okay. It's really just the way that things go. Anyways, that's about all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Follow my Twitter, my Twitch, and my Instagram. I am super active on all of those. And until then, I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Finish with my woman, 'cause she couldn't help me with my mind. Can you help me?